Yoga, Bombomti, Chini Tanchu, Mungbong.
So we are here on the NewYorkPost.com. Woman names newborn son methamphetamine rules, prompting government response. We appreciate you, Lexi Cartwright. This was written on September the 19th, 2023 at 11:12 a.m. I am really hoping that this is not what I expect, but I have low expectations. Australian journalist Kirsten, oh my God, she was a journalist. Kirsten Drysdale is currently in a newborn bliss bubble, having recently welcomed her third child with her husband, Chris. So they know better. Okay. There's just one problem. No problems. We have parents who are experienced. They should know better. Her son's legal name is Methamphetamine Rules. That's because that's what she named him. I still don't see the problem. I mean, I got problems with it, but I don't see the problem on, like, right now. She did what she wanted to do. She did what she was supposed to. Methamphetamine Rules. There should be applications to have kids. I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna leave it like that. The New South Wales Australian Registry of Births, Deaths, and Marriages let the name slip through the cracks during the submission process, despite offensive terms being prohibited. A spokesperson told news.com.au they've since strengthened their system to avoid it happening again. Why? I don't understand. These are adults. They are fully capable of living their own lives. Why can't they give their kids names as well that they want to? Like, why does your rules have to apply to them? I'm just confused. Okay, mistakes happen, but why would Drysdale name her child methamphetamine to begin with? The McKay-born TV presenter has been working on a story for ABC's WTFAQ program, which aims to investigate the answers to viewers' burning questions. Please get the fuck out my face. Please do. Okay, this is the dumbest reason I've ever seen. I'm just going to read the story and be done. I don't even have nothing else to say about it now. What can I legally name my baby? Has come up consistently. Okay, well, we appreciate you for solving this burning question. While researching for this story, which will air Wednesday at 9 p.m., a then heavily pregnant Drysdale was trying to decipher what the registrar default names a child if the parent's first submission is rejected. So let me get this straight. With this theory, you thought that if you sent in a name, just like, what, fuck it, gasoline, maybe that'll pop up and you can't have it. Fuck it can't be your first name, gasoline can't be your last name. Okay, so you thought that if you put fuck it, gasoline on the thing, when they put the paper in the system and the system flagged it, the system was going to automatically default the name. So maybe use the same one. So maybe it was going to be Fred Garth. It was going to use the same initials, but it was just going to default. This is what you thought, and you wanted to give them a first. I am positive that there are policies that are available to the public that will tell you exactly what happens if you don't do it correctly. I'm positive. I mean, I don't know nothing about nothing. And I'm not really positive, but I'm positive. It's a way to find out the answer to that question without doing it this way. I promise it is. She wasn't getting a clear answer from the government's body media team. Oh, okay. So you called them and he was like, look, man, we got documents, we got papers, you got to go read, because they didn't give you the answer. Sure. I don't think there's a default. I think you would get a second chance. Do you truly think that there's written a rule somewhere that a machine can choose your child's name? I don't believe this. I don't believe it. And as she was about to give birth, Drysdale decided it was perfect timing to take matters into her own hands. Girl, we applaud you. I promise you, this is something that you should fight to the very end to get changed, because we don't know what we would have done if you wouldn't have solved this Scooby-Doo crime. We thought, what is the most outrageous name we can think of that will definitely not be accepted? Drysdale tells news.com.au. Methamphetamine Rules. Rules is not a flag name. I promise. And what you do have to realize is there are a lot of people from other countries born into this world. I have someone who it's at least 12 letters in the first name. It's at least 15 letters in the last name. First initial was K, last name is M. I can't even begin to tell you how to pronounce this name. Literally, yeah. I mean, like ridiculous. Methamphetamine, one word, one letter off, could be a name. It could be a name in another country. Rules is not a flag name. I easily see how this was easily slipped through the machine, because the machine dumb. It's a machine. I think they should have to switch this name over to you, and that should have to be your name for the rest of your life. Methamphetamine rules we thought would surely get rejected, and then when it does, we can find out what name the register chooses, and then all will be right in the world. Thank the Lord again for this lady. It was really just a lighthearted, curious attempt to get an answer to this question. It wasn't. It was a dumb idea. And now you have a child. What if? Like, just what if? What if the world not ended tomorrow, but all of these government systems ended tomorrow, or he couldn't change his name, and technically his name was Methamphetamine Rules for the rest of his life? Like, just what if something happens and he literally was stuck with something that you wanted to do because you wanted to see? This is what I don't understand. Now, they want to make all these laws about babies and inside your body and outside your body, but once they come out your body, you can do the dumbest things to these kids. What if he had to live with this name forever? What if his name was illegal? I truly don't understand how it's just looked at like, oh, the machine didn't. She was just innocent. She was trying to see because they didn't have the answers to her questions. Mind your fucking business. Name your child what you're supposed to name him and mind your fucking business. I really need to know now. Now I need to know what the machine defaults to. Why the fuck would a machine choose? Yes, John Doe, Jane Doe. Oh, that would be wonderful. Oh my God, that would be the best. That would have been the best payback. Except for the child. The child would have had to suffer. Well, I can't say the child not suffering now, but I ain't gonna talk about nobody's parents. Oh, jeez, I apologize. She just making bad decisions, and her husband ain't no help apparently. Imagine Drysdale horror when her initial online submission listing her son's fake name was approved very quickly. So your son already had a fake name at birth. Do you really think that you're... Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to finish reading this. Weeks later, Drysdale got quite the push present when the official birth certificate arrived in the mail with Methamphetamine Rules listed as her son's given name. I don't know how it slipped through, Drysdale said. I'm not sure if someone was overworked or if it was automated somewhere. Or possibly maybe they thought methamphetamine was a Greek name. Did you look it up to see where the word derived from and if it was possibly a name or close to a name? This is okay. They haven't really given us a clear answer. Thankfully, the registrar admitted it was a rare oversight, and Drysdale's son's real normal name should be approved any day now. Baby Meth's real name is not publicly disclosing it. I'm sorry. I'm not publicly disclosing it because I don't want it to be attached to this, she left. I hope and pray. And it's bad. It's bad that I hope and pray this, but I truly do. You know, when you go and you fill out these paperwork, especially like a background check, they ask you if you went by any other names previously. I hope and pray for the rest of her life. He has to do this, and he always says something to her about it. He always blames her. He always brings it up. And be like, Mom, what was the default name that it didn't work? Oh, okay, so you just did this to me because you was bored? Okay, appreciate you, Ma. Appreciate you. I really hope the conversation go like that. I'm sorry, I'm still not finished. It's a beautiful name, and I can't tell you, has nothing to do with the Class A trucks. Is it Ferrari? I think you named them Ferrari. It can't be nothing normal like Christopher or Dominic. No, it's got to be something extravagant. It's moon bounce. You know, they name them moon bounce. Maybe Saturn. Yeah, maybe one of the planets. Pluto. I like Pluto. I'm gonna stick with Pluto. Pluto is his name. We think it'll be a very unique 21st birthday present to tell him this story. That's why I don't care about what I'm saying and laughing and talking about this lady, because she think it's a joke too. She didn't care about it, so I don't care about it. It's not that it's actually a big deal. It's just some of the dumbest shit that people do, and these people are allowed to have kids and raise kids. Like, this was a decision that she actually made in her mind, and she thought it was a good idea. And now she got 2 other kids plus this one, and she making decisions for everybody. Okay, and we appreciate you, hubby, for having her back. I think that's a good story to tell him on his 21st birthday. A spokesperson for NSW Births, Deaths, and Marriages said it had refurbished its process in the wake of the situation in a bid to ensure such names don't slip through the cracks. Yeah, because it's not okay to just think that nobody would name their kids that. You got to actually put measures in place. Yes. They added that names registered at birth remain on the register forever. They added the names registered at birth remain on the register forever. 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 Even if the name is formally changed. When I say I appreciate you, Miss Drysdale, your journalistic instincts have really gotten us to a new level. And really, I mean, do they give awards for this kind of stuff? Is she up for any kind of nominations? However, in the highly unusual circumstances, the register is helping Drysdale correct it. I don't understand why this lady know what she doing. Why? No, let me just stop. People always want to step in and help. I just want to watch. I want to see what happened. If that's what your brain come up with and you think it's a good idea, let's just see what happened. And because somebody should have said, don't do that. And I'm sure somebody did. And what did she say? No, it'll be fine. And I'm not talking about a husband. Ooh, because he was smiling in the pictures. Oh, that just made me so mad. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm almost done. I swear I am. The registry has since strengthened its process in response to this highly unusual event, the spokesperson continued. The vast majority of parents do not choose a name for their newborn baby that is obscene, offensive, or contrary to the public interest. Yes, completely agree. Yes. As a general rule, names that are prohibited in most states and territories across Australia are ones that are offensive or contrary to the public interest. Swear words, sex acts, and slurs of any kind are also blacklisted, as are official titles such as doctor. You can't call your queen, king, and prime minister. Oh, I don't know about that. I'm married with a little King Jackson every once in a while, a little Queen Smith. I don't know about doctor. I guess not doctor. That was a dumb first name anyway. But a little queen or king. Prime, I can't do that. Minister, I can't do that. Because prime minister is not a name. So you would have to either use the word prime or the minister. No, but I can do a little queen. I can do a little king. I mean, I wouldn't do it. Don't do that for real. But I could call, hey, queen, come here, queen. What's wrong with queen? No. Queen Taylor? Like, if her name, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. Queen Taylor. Oh, that's cute. Somebody with the last name Taylor, have a baby real quick. And name it Queen Taylor. I appreciate y'all. Let's see if it slipped through the cracks. While there are clear restrictions, the individual registers judge names on a case-by-case basis. Wait a minute, so somebody look at all these names? So somebody looked at methamphetamine rules? No, listen to me. Now I'm still not on the mother side, but I'm not on their side either. Listen, if you look at the name methamphetamine rules, it's no way you could tell me you thought that was Greek. When you saw the last name Rules, you knew it was a joke. But I appreciate you and I applaud you because I feel like you did it on purpose just to give me one. I appreciate you because otherwise I wouldn't have known about this. I wouldn't have known. She would have wrote that story and she would have said what the default name is if there was a default name, and nobody would have read that shit. But because I just don't understand. You could have picked anything. You literally picked a joke name. I know it's not serious because I'm going to call my child whatever the hell I want to. I'm going to be honest. These kids be having thousands of names when they get home. They be having all the names, Dookie Butt, Smelly Face, little nicknames, Stinker Butt, And don't let their name have something. Like my son, I could call him JD. with his first and middle. I could call him JT with his first and last. I could call him TJ, that would be last and first. I could call him DTTD, just all of the things. That's all of the things. I could give him a little nickname. I don't. I just call him the last 3 letters of his name. 5 letters all together. I call him the last 3. You know, it's real easy. I'm trying to think of a name I can give you. I don't know. Yeah, like Shelly. I'll give you a real random one. Shelly. I would call her Ellie. I like that. Well, I would call her Shell. Shell is cute too, but Ellie. I like Ellie. You know, I just call her end of the name. My name ugly. I can't handle nicknames. Ugh. Yeah, but okay. I'm done. I got it all off my chest. Now I don't give a damn about methamphetamine, crack cocaine, heroin. Oh, damn. That's going to get this whole video flagged, ain't it? Let me take that shit off. All right, y'all. I'm done with the drugs for the day. I'm going to get my life together. Just so you know, y'all. Just so you know. All right, y'all.